Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Cherry. Today let's solve one little question together. And I take a break for 2 days because I have to prepare for my upcoming interview. And today I finished the interview of a foreign company, which is a very famous, I think it's a world famous company, but I don't know how to pronounce its name, and I will tell you after I get the offer. So let's keep a secret. Now let's start solving this question. Okay, so this is a triangle question. We're given a triangle array. We need to return the minimum path sum from the top to bottom. For each step, you may move to an adjacent number of the row below. More formally, if you are on the index I on the current row, you may move to either index I or index I plus 1 on the next row. So let's take this as example to show you what the question meaning. Here we are given a triangle array, and this is let's assume this is our current number in this row, and we need to move to next row, and the position we can move to is here or here. Yes, and let's see where we are here right now, and the next position we can go to is this position and this position. We cannot go to this position because as the question description described, we can only move to the index I or index I plus 1 on the next row. So let's make the triangle more clear. Let's reshape it. Okay, let's see how this is how our triangle looks. So, and the next row will be 6, 5, and 7. The next row will be 4, 1, 8, and 3. So if we are here, we can move to this position and this position. If we are here, we can move to this position and this position. If we are here, we can only move to this position and this position. So my solution is we can monitor the process of moving from the previous row to the current row. So how can we do that? So let's assume we are here currently and we want to move to these two positions, right? And so for this position, we can only be moved from this to here, right? Because we don't have any other numbers on previous row. So that means currently the number can be changed to 2 plus 3 because we need to get the sum of the path, right? So if we are moved from 2 to 3, we can get the number which is 5. So if here, then we continue to change the numbers here. For this position, we can only move from 2 to this position, right? We don't have any other numbers on previous row. So let's change to 2 plus 4, which is equals to 6. And then let's move to this position. For this position, we can only be moved from here, 5, right? We cannot be changed by this number. Yeah, so that means this position, the number of this position will be changed to 5 plus 6, which is 11, right? And for this position, okay, here comes the point. Here comes the I want to emphasize here. For this position, we can change this position by moving from here to here or from here to here, right? And we need to pick the minimum. Yeah, we need to pick the minimum sum of our paths. So let's see, we from here to here. The sum of the paths will be 5 plus 5, like I said, this position has been changed. The original number is 3, so 2 plus 3 plus 5, which is equal to 10, right? So here we only need to add 5 and 5 to get the number 10. So we also can get the number by adding 6 and 5, which is 11. So we need to compare these two different results and to pick the minimum number. So 10 less than 11. So we will change this position to 10, right? So for this position, it's we can use the same idea. So 5 plus 5 less than 6. So 5 plus 7 will be less than 6 plus 7, so which is 12. So here we'll get 11 plus 4. We only have one path to arrive here, right? So it will be 15. Here we'll have two options of two paths. So 10 is less than 11. Here will be 11. And 12. For 12, we can arrive this position from here or from here. So 10 is less than 12. 10 plus 8 equals to 18, right? And the 3 is also the same way. We can get 13. So then we will return the minimum number at the final on the final row, right? So it's a very clear explanation. Let's write code. So, well, I will go through the array row by row and check the number of each row and change the number of each column on the specific row, right? So here I will go through the rows. Triangle. Then I will go through the columns on each row. This will be triangle C, right? And then for each, we don't need to change the number here because this is the first number. So that means we need to start from the second row, right? And so what if we don't have the second row? So this is the base case we need to consider ahead of time. So if our triangle only contain triangle array only contain one row, we just need to return the number in the triangle, right? Triangle in 0, 0. Yes, this is the base case. Then we continue. So we need to consider three different types of situation: the first element and the final element and the elements between between the first element and the final element. They will be changed by different operations, right? So if our current the number we want to change is at the first position of the row of that row, we need to change it by adding the number on the head of it, right? The number at the same index on the previous row. So if C equals to 0, what we need to do is to change. What's happening? Okay, we will change the current number by adding the number at the same index at the previous row. So we need to use r-1 to get the row index, right? Same index, same column index. Yeah. So if C equals to if our current position is at the end, the final element of that row, which is triangle C R minus 1, that means, I think it's LCF. For triangle, we will minus, like this, we only minus this one, right? So I think it's previous row and the previous column. Otherwise, we will pick the minimum number on the previous row. Previous row. Previous row. Here minus 1. Okay. So after all of these operations, we will get the matrix like this one, but the question requires us to return the minimum number at the final row. So you need to get the minimum number of the final row. So here I will create a variable to record our minimum number, so that we don't need to write more codes to traverse through the final row to get our minimum number in the row, right? So here I will just update the variable by comparing this variable with the element of each column on the on that row, and we will reach out to the final row in the end. So yeah, and then we will return our variable. Let's check if it's correct. Oh, C, oh my god, here it's R. See if I haven't make any mistakes. Okay, submit the code to check if it's correct. Yes, congratulations to me. That's very weird. I beat 80% of users in my previous version, but I only beat 50% of users in this round. So this is definitely incorrect, or it's not precise, right? Okay, so that's all for today's coding practice. If you have any recommendation, feel free to leave your comments below. See you next day. Bye bye.